Alright, so it's Monday the 27th of April and we'll get straight into the data, news and the charts. But first I need to mention that this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. And with that being said, let's see what has happened over the weekend. Well, to be honest, not much, but right before the Asian Open, it of course started to pump again. And just like Ryan is saying here, Sundays can pump. I better not see a single post about how we are back. Oh yeah, I really hate these posts as well. Of course, one of the reasons because I'm a big bear myself. But of course, um, this was exactly that what Ryan is saying here. A Sundays can pump because you'll see we'll get into the charts very soon and we'll see what happened afterwards. I would say this is one of the main reasons why the market's pumped. Iran offers USDL to reopen Strait of Hormuz, end the war, and postpone nuclear talks. Now, this is interesting here, to be honest, because because the reason why the peace talks failed the first time in Pakistan when JD Vance went there were exactly because of this. If I remember correctly, US did not want to make a deal without them giving up on the nuclear weapons, right? And now Iran comes back saying, "Oh, we want a deal, right, with the exact same conditions that the first negotiations failed." So I don't really understand this, to be honest. Also, you can see Axios reports, and if we check here, Canadian saying another fake Axios report, Axios, yeah, report. Yet you're still posting them. Who'd have thought it's 5 a.m. in the Middle East? It's been established that Iran has told mediators it will not negotiate on its nuclear program or Strait of Hormuz until the war ends hours ago. So I don't know. I don't know these kind of posts, and I don't understand people that just see a headline and they go straight into long or short or whatever, you know? I mean, you need to check different sources usually to actually be well, not even certain, but to have some certainty about fact, right? About some news. So yeah, this is why we've seen this Sunday scam pump. So yeah, as you can see, it's already starting to retrace quite aggressively. If you're asking me, it's already dumped. I would say almost $2,000. Open interest, it's still well, it climbed a bit, but nothing too fancy on the 4 hourly. Volume, oh yeah, so as you can see over the weekend it was dead, like dead. And now, of course, since the news came out, the volume increased a bit, spot volume as well. Now, very interesting is that the funding rates finally starting to be green. And as you can see, longs are getting liquidated at the moment. It's funny to see that uh, shorts didn't really get, well, they have, but not a lot on this scam pump. But there's quite a bit of longs getting liquidated right now. So, yeah, good to see funding rate finally turning green. Open interest jumping as we speak right now. So maybe the retrace is finally happening, the big dump that we're all waiting for. Also, you can see here the Bitcoin whale versus retail is finally starting to, well, finally starting. Well, the whales haven't really bought too much since 2025 November and February of 2026. They weren't really in positions. And as you can see at the moment, retail is much more invested at these areas than whales, which kind of tells the story itself. So with that being said, let's get straight into the charts, right? So as you can see, Bitcoin is currently testing this parallel channel. But this candle, man, oh man, this on the 4 hourly, this looks pretty bad. Well, it's good to see for me as a bear, but yeah, if it breaks this, Okay, so let's see if it breaks this on the 4 hourly, where I would expect some, well, I would expect some some reaction at these levels, 72 and 70. Within these regions, I would expect some reaction, but up until there, not much, because as you can see, it climbed quite aggressively. So let's see also the VWAP, so we can have some confluence. Yeah, maybe around 73, a little bit of a reaction for this entire move. And let's also see the volume profile. Yeah, the volume, let's see from here. Yeah, so as you can see, we have some volume here in between here, the 50% and the 618. So this area, I would expect to see some reaction. We also have some volume at around 75, which is also the previous resistance zone here around this area. So yeah, some reaction maybe we would see here at around 75. Not too much. I wouldn't expect a big reaction from here, to be fair, especially after all of this big move. I would personally think that this is an exhaustion, like, right, it's Bitcoin is exhausted, the bulls seem exhausted after this aggressive move up, right? Like healthy moves up are the ones that we see up, retrace, consolidation, up, retrace, consolidation, and so on. Not aggressive ones like this one, right? Because obviously you don't have much volume along the way. So if it dumps from here, where are we gonna see some resistance? When are buyers gonna be interested in Bitcoin again? Probably around here, like I said, then around this region. So if I clear all of these up, let's see. Okay, so besides that, I would expect it to eventually in the next coming weeks, hopefully not months, hopefully in the next coming weeks, I would expect it to go below 60K. But that's just my honest and humble opinion, and also my hope. I'm really hoping it's gonna get below 60K very soon. So yeah, with that being said, this is a very brief update on the Bitcoin chart and a little bit of news. As always, we try and keep it short, simple as possible, because the more tools we use, the more we overcomplicate it, and yeah, it's just noise. So let's try and keep it as simple as possible. As you can see, the whole market is dumping at the moment. It keeps dumping. I'm really curious what's gonna happen once we break below this parallel channel. Most likely a pretty rough ride down. But yeah, let's not keep it longer than it is. We'll see you in the next video, guys.